Welcome back to
Oh, snap!
episode 3, Shou-Lao the Undying. We're playing around today with this card. This is this month's season pass. Highly recommend getting the card. They are pretty good. I've been playing a little bit with it, and definitely a very, very impressive card for sure. Now, a lot of people are, saying that he's busted or overpowered. Um, I'm not so much on that bandwagon, to be quite honest with you. I think he's very good. They are definitely a solid season pass card for sure. Very, very fun. 100% on that. Um, will they get nerfed? Maybe. I can maybe see second dinner bringing them down to a +2 instead of a +3, and maybe a little bit more power, maybe like a 5/9 or something like that. But this card is a 5/8 currently. On reveal, give the last character you played +3 power for each turn that you play 2 or more cards. And there in parentheses, you can see the procs. So you don't have to, do the math. You can actually see in game, whether it's +3, +6, +9, +12, +15, whatever they're going to be providing to the last card that you played. Now, in this, in the deck that we're gonna be trying out today, I put a big focus on getting those procs, right? I want to try to get 2 cards down on the board as much as possible, and that's kind of the idea here. And to do that, we have this deck currently: Activate Shou-Lao. I have Kitty Pride, Medica Chavez, Spider Ham, Agony. Those are my 4 1-drops. So I'm trying to, like I said, try to get 2 cards on the board. I also have Thina. Thina loves to proc on 2 cards. Okay. So, she's an end of turn, +3 power if you played exactly 2 cards. So synergizes pretty well with Shou-Lao. We also have Hawkeye. And what she does is, and on reveal, she adds 2 arrows. And those arrows are 1 cost. So it synergizes pretty good as well with Shou-Lao. We have Maverick and Jocasta working together. Maverick is an activate. You want to give the next card that you play power equal to this card's power. So maybe you can throw Maverick on top of an Agony, right? So then Agony will buff up Maverick, and then Maverick can buff up whomever. Jocasta can also reproc Maverick. Jocasta is an activate. Immediately activate your other cards here without using up their activate abilities. So synchronizes pretty well with Maverick as well. I also wanted to throw Omega Sentinel. I really, really enjoy this card, Omega Sentinels, and activate. Afflict the highest power enemy card with -7 power. So she also works pretty well with Jocasta as well, maybe in the same lane. Then we have Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider is an activate. Add an exact clone of this to another location, right? So the idea here is going to be on one lane, I may want to have, let's say, maybe Agony, and maybe I can throw Maverick on top of that Agony, and then Jocasta next to that, Omega Sentinel next to that, Scarlet Spider next to that. These are all 4 activate cards that synergize with each other. That's most likely not going to happen. That's a very strict curve and setup that you have to put together, but you can always play around with those 4 cards. And of course, Shou-Lao wants to go after, let's say, Scarlet Spider. So then Shou can, by that point, you've been procking and increasing this right here. So maybe you have a +9, +12, hopefully +15 if you're able to set everything up from the very beginning. And then just put that power back on Scarlet Spider. And remember, the Maverick can also be activated to give extra power to Scarlet Spider. And then if you Jocasta after that, then you can reproc the Scarlet Spider twice. And then you have Absorbing Man just in case. So Absorbing Man synchronizes very well with Shou-Lao as well. Absorbing Man is obviously going to be an unreveal. If the last card that you played has an unreveal, copy the text. So if you play, let's say, Shou on 5, then you can abs on 6. Or if you go to a 7th turn, they work pretty well. So this is the deck that we're going to be trying out today for the Season Pass card, Shou-Lao the Undying. Okay. Starting hand, we have Thina, Medica Chavez, and Absorbing Man. And we did get Shou. Alright, so we got Shou-Lao here. I'm gonna America proc right there. And we can always Athena on 2, of course. And I guess we're gonna have to. No choice. Now, if I had my Hawkeye, I could have thrown some arrows to then trigger Vormir, so that way I can get rid of that destroy. But we also have the Bifrost. The Bifrost is going to move Thena into the middle lane. So let's try that since we have no other options here. Daily Bugle gives us information. They have White Widow. Now, we have Shou-Lao here. Shou has not been procced yet. As much as I want to put Maverick, I really want to get the procs going. I'm going to destroy White Widow. And I'm going to set up Maverick for next turn. I'm hoping that I'm going to get either Spider Ham or Kitty Pryde on 4 so I can do a 1+ Maverick. And then I could do Shou-Lao after that. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Oh, there goes my Absorbing Man. So double proccing Shou-Lao on 6 is out of the picture now. We've lost our Absorbing Man. So let's see. We did not get the 1 to try to proc Shou-Lao once more. So decisions. Am I going to Maverick and then Omega Sentinel on 5 and hopefully a 1 plus Shou-Lao on the last turn? Or do I want to Omega Sentinel on 4 and then maybe the proc with Maverick on 5 and Shou-Lao still? We could also get Scarlet Spider or Jocasta next turn and not do that proc. Okay. We're running out of time. I guess I am going to do Omega Sentinel now. And hope for the best. Hopefully we can get a 1 cost. Alright, Jocasta. So that's actually kind of good for us. It's weeding out our deck. So we have a higher chance of getting a 1 cost or that Scarlet Spider. That would be helpful as well. Where are we at? We got Hamster. Ham is a little tricky because we're not going to be able to proc Ham. I only have 3 procs on Shou-Lao. But at least I'm going to be able to get 1 more proc. So I'm going to put this guy here. This guy here. Thena gets procced. And Shou on last turn. I'm going to hope that I get Kitty Pryde instead of Hawkeye or Scarlet Spider. That's what I'm hoping for here. Yikes. That was very unfortunate for us. And we did get that Scarlet Spider. I can no longer proc Scarlet Spider. See, if I had Jocasta out here, then I can Maverick the Scarlet and proc the Scarlet that way. But that is not the case. What are we going to do? You know what? Let's go for it. They're most likely going to play here. They probably want to win this lane. So I am going to activate here. That gives me 14. I do have priority, so I'm going to target Gladiator. You know what? If I'm going to, there's going to be a -7. Yeah, I don't think they're going to play in the middle lane. I think they're going to go here and here. So we're not in a bad spot. Let's try it out. See what happens. They did not play in the center like I thought. They did go to the left. Did we get it? We did get it. Oh, snap. Nice. That's the gist of it, right? Trying to figure out what the best options are given the circumstances. And we pulled out a win there. Nice job, us. Moving up the ladder. Trying to get to the 90 spot. You know, that's the thing for me on the ladder. I really like getting to the 90th spot because of the 500 gold. A lot of people try to hit that infinite, and that's cool and all. But I noticed that between the 90 and the infinite, there's a lot of bosses, a lot of competition, and I just don't really care hitting that infinite. The ladder itself is just kind of not in the best shape these days. So for me, the most important thing is getting that 500 gold. That's really what I want to do. My infinite is 90. Nothing yet. No cards, no cards. Okay. We have Agony, we have Maverick, Jocasta, Omega Sentinel, and Scarlet Spider. So Maverick wants to buff Scarlet Spider. So on 3 we can put Agony, Maverick on 4, and then either Omega Sentinel or Jocasta. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Magnus. Okay. And we got some ham action. So I can throw ham into Mav. I really like buffing up that Maverick for the Scarlet Spider. Hulkling. Okay. Now, I cannot double... Oh, I can double proc. What am I talking about? But I really want to put Scarlet Spider. Yeah. So we're going to go with that. Or do I go with Jocasta? Right, so the other option is I can go Jocasta now, and then I can use Jocasta to proc the buffed up Scarlet Spider. Yeah, let's try that, see what happens. Not that it matters, but thank you, Ham. Glad. What's Glad doing? Shou-Lao. Buffing up my Jocasta. Look at that. Another Glad. Okay. America. Thank you, America. Appreciate your service. We're doing pretty well. Now, I would probably snap right here. But I am not because I'm fearful that they're going to run away. So I'm going to double proc Maverick here. Oh boy, they retreated. Of course they did, because we have that in the bag. Alright, we have Ham on 1. And there's that Cave of the Dragon. Why are you snapping? X-Men R Us. You're probably not a bot. With 15 collection level, it's not a very impressive snap. So we're going to stay in because we have Hawkeye on 2, we have Jocasta on 3, we have Scar. We have a pretty good curve going on, so we're going to stay. Wakanda Embassy, love it. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're going to put Hawkeye there. Try to get a couple procs on Shou-Lao maybe. Narrow. And they have Dark Dimension. Okay. So we have a couple options. I could proc show. So if I do that now, I don't have Maverick to buff up Scarlet Spider, but I could Jocasta the Scarlet Spider and then Shou-Lao on the last turn. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try to proc Shou-Lao as much as possible so Shou-Lao can proc Scarlet Spider on 6. Do I want this guy here? Yeah, I do. And we're going to a turn 7. Okay. That works for us. Are you going to give me Maverick? Is that what I'm getting? Or abs? Abs. Beautiful. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, mathematics. We're going to Jocasta. We're going to do basic. Or do I Kitty Pride? On 4. And then on 5. See, we're doing good because if they had Merlin, then this would be dangerous because they could always shut off Limbo. But there's no Merlin. They have Marrow, so they're probably going to destroy Marrow at some point to try to negative afflict me. You know what? I'm going to Spider Ham now to try to stop that from happening, hopefully. Let's take a risk. Yikes. That proc comes now. On Hawkeye, okay. That's fine. Maybe my Scarlet Spider will go there. Ooh, Lady Deathstrike. I'm not mad at that LDS. Agamotto. Oh, I understand this now. Okay. It gave me that 5. Alright, so we need mathematics here. Let's see. Shou-Lao is up to a +6. Let's get that show to a +9. And we technically have one more round before Scarlet Spider comes down. But is it going to be Maverick or Omega Sentinel? Or Agony? Okay, I want to proc this dude as well. So what I'm going to do is Murica into, do I Scarlet now? Yeah, I think, but I don't like America there. I think I'm going to stick with my Kitty Pride. Scarlet Spider combo. And then I can Shou-Lao next turn and then Absorbing Man in the final turn. Let's see. Vina. I don't like it, but that's okay. So we are going to... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I do want to do Shou-Lao on Scarlet Spider and Absorbing Man in the last turn to reproc Show. Yeah. And I'm not going to play another card now. So I could do that. What are the chances that they have something to get rid of Limbo? I don't think so because they put something here. So we're going to take the risk. We're going to rock like this. What? Bro. Thanks. Appreciate you, Shang-Chi. You're the best. Thanks for giving that security there. Okay, so you're going to reproc. And you know what? At that point, I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to do this into all of this. Oh, wait. So I can go here, and this dude can go here. Yeah, let's... Oh, wait, I need to... Oh, wait a minute. This is going to clear a spot here. Nah, I don't like America there. I am going to do this into this. I really want to snap. Will they stay? You know, I think they are going to stay. What do they have? They murder law. They probably have a... You know, let's live dangerously. Let's go for it. Even though I probably have a null. What, buddy? Okay. That's fine. I don't think that's a null in Dark Dimension. We're doing pretty well, I think. Left? Okay. Can you go left now? Thank you. Pretty sure we took that one. Yep. Reproc Shou-Lao. Beautiful. Agony into my kitty prison. Looking good. And that's basically the gist of it, right? That's what we want to do with this card. This is showing you the power of Shou-Lao. Right? We were able to proc and get that plus 12. Shou-Lao was able to give Scarlet Spider that buff. Jocasta was able to double up on that Scarlet Spider. So we literally put that 16 in all three areas. And Shou was able to get reproc by Absorbing Man, buffing them up to a 20. So this is a good example of this season pass and how strong it is. I still don't think this is a broken card, but it's definitely a very good card and a very fun card for sure. Nice job, Shou-Lao. We got the plus energy, that's good for us. Because we can Maverick. Ooh, there's that Jocasta. Okay. So, on turn 4, as much as I want to cost her now, I'm going to Maverick. Wait. No, I am going to cost her now. Because I can Maverick next turn still and get that buff from Stark Industries. Let's do that. Agony. This is interesting to try to get Scarlet Spider buffed and get a double Scarlet Spider. Or do we go for the Shou-Lao playline? And I think I am going to do that because if I do this, I can double proc the Maverick and I'm going to Agony that Maverick to get it buffed up and then buff up Scarlet into Shou-Lao. That's our playline. Oh no. Leave Scarlet alone, just take Omega Sentinel. Yikes. That's okay, I'm that Jocasta. So I'm glad that I didn't Maverick last turn. Look at that. Jocasta took all those hits for Maverick. What a champ. Okay. Shou-Lao is at a +6 now. And I can proc one more time. So I am going to... I still don't want Prio. So I am going to... Do I double proc Maverick? No, I don't, because I want to get the double Scarlet Spider. That's really what I want. So next turn, I'm going to Shou-Lao plus Kitty Pryde, and I'm going to reproc Jocasta. That's what I'm going to do. Activate Scarlet Spider. Power, man. Love to see Luke Cage out here. Do your thing. Darkness. Khonshu got the full moon. Okay. We got a 13 Scarlet Spider. They have a 314 Weapon H. But to be quite honest with you, I don't care. That Weapon H is probably going to get absorbed by Dracula, I'm assuming. They're probably going to drop their Khonshu, and Dracula's probably going to absorb that Weapon H. But Man, this card is so fun that I don't care what they're doing. I got a +9 here. I'm going to... See, a Scarlet Spider could go to here and kind of ruin my day a little bit. And if they go to here, I kind of win that. So I'm going to try to give more power to this lane just in case Weapon H does go to here. So they're going to proc Scarlet Spider one more. And then... do I put them here or in the middle? They're most likely gonna play Khonshu here, so they can go most likely here. Or maybe they'll play Khonshu here, so it goes here or here. So then I'm probably gonna put Kitty Pryde there. And I'm gonna proc Scarlet. Scarlet. Let's get it. They did not go. Okay, okay. Oh, Morbius. Shou-Lao cooking. Beautiful. 25 Scarlet Spider. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. No. Pulled it by the skin of our teeth. Nice. Here's another example of the power of Shou-Lao. We got a +12. Buffed up Scarlet Spider even further. And we got 3 25s. 75 power spread across these two lanes. Maverick getting buffed up by Agony and Stark Industries. Jocasta providing that double proc on Scarlet Spider. This is another example of this card being very, very fun, very useful. Thank you once again for joining Oh Snap, episode 3. Thank you. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, comment. If you guys are enjoying it, let me know. Tell me if there's any specific decks you guys want me to play, or if you're enjoying the videos. I really appreciate the engagement. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you once again. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you next time.